This is Mr. Galdero from Watch the Podcast on YouTube. Like, subscribe. And here I have the fortune teller, the show off, Courys the future. What's up, man?
I'm a show off? Yeah, well.
Hey, that's what it says, man, on the profile.
Oh, yeah, well.
I gotta go by what I read. But anyway, how's it going, buddy?
Tiring.
So let me just... I'm going to breeze through everything like as if it barely matters. But what I found interesting was Dolph Ziggler defended his title against Bo Dallas on main event. Bo Dallas loses, but at least he gets a title shot for the first time. Good for him. I'm already moving on from main event. Let me talk about NXT for the last 2 weeks quickly. I only watch the Divas. I skip everything else, Chris. I only look for the Divas that are down there until, to see the development of them moving to the main roster.
Still think NXTs are worth a sack of crap. I don't like
You don't like the Divas matches? There's something
I don't
wrong
watch
with
that. I don't watch the minor leagues of wrestling. I'm sorry.
I think it's interesting to see the development of a character.
Okay, but still. I still don't like the minor leagues.
He's too above to watch the minor leagues.
Oh, please.
But anyways, Charlotte fights Bayley. She beats her. Charlotte is Ric Flair's daughter, in case people don't know out there. And she is dominating as the champion down there. And the week after, Charlotte, she wins with the bank statement. And she's going to fight her former BFF, Charlotte. So you're going to see that match coming later on. That just covers the last 2 weeks of NXT. I didn't watch Adrian Neville or none of that, or Natalia's husband, all of that crap. I don't care about that. Team 3D, formerly known as the Dudley Boys, versus the Wolves, versus the Hardys. In the final match, they both each won a match. And whoever wins this match will win the titles for the tag team titles for TNA.
I was going to say it's TNA.
So, the matches are always good just because of the caliber of talent on the match. But the match was awesome. It had its good moments, but there's no... It's just kind of like, why aren't they in WWE? To me, like, your last run should be in WWE. That's what I'm saying. They given, if you check out like Bubba Dudley, he's slamming people. Like, he should be doing this in WWE. It's my whole point.
He'll be back.
Whatever. Let me not.
He'll be back.
Overwhelm on this. One thing that I gotta mention is Ring of Honor. Some weird storyline going on that Matt Hardy chose a girl to be the iconic one, and he gave her a championship belt called the Iconic Belt. And he's supposedly coming back. He's in TNA right now, but he's coming back to do the Iconic One thing. So I don't get it. I'm kind of like trying to understand Ring of Honor. But that was it. Other than the 15th anniversary of SmackDown,
which sucked, by the way.
It was okay. My favorite part was Triple H and Hunter face to face teasing. Yeah, you didn't see that?
Triple H and Hunter, they're the same person.
Oh, Triple H and Hunter. Triple H and The Rock. That's what you're here for.
That was after Raw Monday night.
Yeah, but they showed it on SmackDown.
I know they did.
And that's more interesting than everything in SmackDown. That Triple H fighting The Rock again. And then I saw a picture online that is kind of all the stages that they went through.
Yeah.
They went through all of the amateur stages, through the IC title, all together. They came up in the career together, and they're two different places. Yep. That's the only thing really that stands out about the SmackDown 15th anniversary. So that's it for We Love It Raw Wrestling Review and predictions on Hell in the Cell. Here I have Courys. Take the lead.
All right. Okay, now let's just start. Monday, October 6th. I went to Raw Live, and good old AS was there. And it was interesting to find, this is been my fourth Raw, third in the Barclays Center. And I found it really, really good. I mean, I love going to these things. I have a great time. And the after effects really kill me. But, starting with some of these matches, we're going to start with Dean Ambrose and John Cena finally confronting each other, after what happened on SmackDown the previous week. They want to settle the dust. They both want a piece of Rollins, and it was getting to a point where, I want him, no, I want him, no, I want him, no, I want him. And I thought they were going to collide last week. I really did. But Steph and Hunter show up and they're like, you know what? We're not going to let this show get out of control. So, it was going to be a 3-on-2 handicap match. Where it was going to be Orton, Kane, and Rollins versus Ambrose and Cena. But we're going to get into that later. Then, they just, they talked and bad-mouthed each other. And I really thought from the beginning of the show they were going to collide. But it got better as the show got on. And we're going to go.
Are you referring to the Barclays Center?
Yeah, the Barclays Center one.
The Barclays Center was really cool. I wish I had better seats, and I always go either extreme or crappy. I'm never somewhere in the middle. I like the last 2 times was awesome.
I had good seats.
Almost there.
I had the good seats, but the problem was, you see how your TV's like that? Now, you see how the edge of your TV is?
Yeah.
I was right behind that, so I couldn't see the ramp.
Okay.
I couldn't see it, which sucked, but you know what? It didn't bother me. I took awesome pictures and recorded a lot of videos.
One of my wrestling peoples, Abraham, he posted a picture. He was like on I believe the right side of where the ramp is.
What?
And he was like four people away from, and I was like, wow, that's a nice picture.
He paid a lot of money for them seats. Then.
Yeah, so I imagine that's a pricey thing.
It is. It really is. But I enjoyed it. But it really didn't bother me if I couldn't see the ramp, I saw them come down the aisle and all that, but, it really didn't bother me.
Since we're talking about Raw, the first thing that I did when I came in, and I posted the picture, is I saw 2 black dudes with championship belts and another black girl with the Divas title. And I looked at them, and I was with my friend Rodolfo, and he has a son that's into wrestling. He's about 8 years old.
Right.
And I was like, can I take a picture with the champs? And everyone's cool. Like, that's what's great about a WWE event. Nobody's like stuck up.
No, it's better.
Everybody's cool. Like,
yeah.
Everybody that has a belt or something, they want to take a picture with you.
Oh yeah.
It's not nobody's acting like a.
That happened before we go into the show itself. That happened to me after Raw was over. I got to the subway station and I took the 2 train home. And I saw a woman, nice looking woman, with the Miz shirt that I always wanted. The haters wanted.
The Miz, you said?
Yeah, the Miz shirt. I wanted that shirt. So I asked her, I said, you like the Miz? She goes, yeah. I go, can I take a picture? And she let me take a picture with her. I was really, really cool. And it happened again in the Barclays Center. Some beautiful woman, beautiful.
A beautiful woman that took the train the night of the Barclays Center. Chris Courys looking for.
Yeah, exactly. But she has a husband and all that, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but so then the girl in the Barclays Center, beautiful. A 9 out of 10. Had an NWO shirt, and I loved the NWO. I said, can you do me a favor? She goes, what's up? I said, can I take a picture of the NWO shirt? She goes, why? I said, she goes, what, really? I go, yeah, because I loved it. And she goes, oh, go right ahead. Took a picture of the NWO.
Wrestling fans are so cool, man.
That's why I love it.
Nobody's like, oh, this guy's weird. No, we're all weird. We're weirdos. And
somebody was dressed as the Wyatt family.
That's cool, man. If I was in the train, I would be like,
no, this was out front of the Barclays Center.
Okay.
This was out front, and he had the lantern and all that.
Nice.
I was like, follow the buzzards. That was really cool, but that was it. So now we're gonna go into matches. First match was.
Oh, you didn't want to mention your favorite match?
Which was?
Was El Torito and Hornswoggle as the alligator? Like that's not the match that makes you stood up on your feet.
No, that's stupid. But anyway,
by the way, I want to say I was kind of the antagonist at that night People were chanting CM Punk. I was like, he's a quitter.
Oh, wow.
To the little kids out there, I don't care, man.
Wow.
He's a quitter.
You're
and then they were cheering AJ. Even though I love AJ, just to squeeze the life out of people, I was saying, she's married to a quitter. She's a quitter, too.
You're a dick.
That was fun.
You're a dick.
Since I was bored some of the time in the beginning, the first 2 hours was hack.
Well, I'm going to go into it now. Can you let me go into it?
The first 2 hours sucked. You can go into it.
Thank you. Finally. All right. So the first match we had was a 6-man tag match. We had the Usos and Ziggy versus the Dust Brothers, who are a bunch of weirdos, by the way. And I think you're looking at the next Intercontinental Champion, Cesaro. I really do. And you're going to see that happen at Hell in a Cell, but I'll go into that in a little bit.
You notice how the title opponents were switched?
Yeah.
Just completely switched?
Completely switched.
Cesaro was fighting for the United States at one point.
Now he's going for the Intercontinental.
And now Miz is going for the United States. And it's the other way around.
Yeah. So, it was an okay match. Not too bad. And the end result was the Usos and I think Ziggler getting the win. Yes, they did.
Good guys.
Yeah, about time. Then we're going to go into a segment which I thought was boring as hell. The match was AJ and Emma versus Paige and her new BFF.
I was geeking out with the Emma dance.
Oh, God.
No. I was doing it.
No, that match paid no attention to. Couldn't give a shit. So, Paige and Alicia won that match thanks to AJ up and outing Emma. But anyway. Then we had Sheamus and The Miz. This was actually a good match. And what got me was the fans in Brooklyn were chanting, "We want Mizdow."
Yeah, I agree. Mizdow was awesome.
And Mizdow was outside mimicking The Miz.
He's taking all the pain.
That's the good part.
Like, he reacts to the pain.
That's the good part. He was mimicking The Miz. And we were chanting, "We want Mizdow! We want..." We were going nuts from Mizdow. I mean, that was the greatest part of that was a good match. But the best part of the night was The Rock. Nobody in Brooklyn.
Everybody's hair stood up from their arms.
Except for me. Nobody there knew he was coming. I had a hunch because I had an inside source that told me you will probably see The Rock.
I'm kind of glad that that didn't happen to me because it made it, more enjoyable.
But I didn't believe it. I didn't believe it because usually if a wrestler's there in New York, they're there to do business. Not to make a guest appearance. I mean, maybe once in a blue moon. But when you heard The Rock's music show up, let me tell you, the whole Barclays Center stood up in complete shock.
Yes, no.
I mean, complete shock.
I know I stood up like a little girl.
Oh, so did I.
I know that for a fact. I got up like a little... Oh, The Rock! And my I think he's at least 35 years old. No, close to 40 years old. He stood up like a little girl as well. You gotta lower that because they always stop my videos from being mobile because I play the songs too much.
Please.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta make fake songs.
Oh, please.
So we can play them and not get, because there's been like 4 or 5 times that I play songs and then they stop.
We'll worry about that.
Yeah, exactly.
But when The Rock showed up, he confronted Rusev.
Which no one expected.
No one expected that to be a confrontation.
Shut up!
Yeah, the funny thing was when The Rock just kept dishing shit on Lana. He goes, "Lana, you're beautiful in person. You're what we call here in America smoking. Too bad you're walking like someone has too bad you're walking like every Smirnoff bottle shoved up your Putin." I was dying when he said that. And then she was going on and she goes, "Well, you gotta stop dressing like a Soviet streetwalker."
I like my favorite part when Rock said that we both work out every day, but I don't wear my pants to my nipples.
He was like, "The Rock gets up 4:30 in the morning got a little caffeine, went to the gym, started clanging and banging like a madman. Unlike you, Rusev, The Rock doesn't pull the shorts up to his nipples and see his Moscow hairy moose knuckles.
Yeah.
I was dying.
That
That was good. That made my night right there.
And I looked at my older brother and I was like, if Raw sucks, this made up for it.
It did. It really did.
Because nobody that I knew, at least, maybe someone you knew, but I didn't have any expectations of The Rock.
No, yeah. No, but he made the night go good. And
he's never been at the Barclays Center.
No, this was his first appearance in Brooklyn.
So this is The Rock's first appearance at the Barclays Center.
Oh, hell
That's a big deal to me.
Yeah.
Even if it was just that.
Oh, God.
Up.
I mean...
And when he was smacking up Rusev, I looked at my older brother. I said, he's going to spit in the hand.
And he did.
Spit in the hand.
And he did.
He did it. And
I was waiting for the rock bottom.
I feel like that's all I was expecting because that's too much for Rusev.
I was still waiting for the rock bottom. That would have made the night go better. Seriously, it would have. The rock bottom. But he was like, and then the Rock started dishing out more jokes. He goes, allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm the jabroni beaten, eyebrow raising, pie-eating, trailblazing. Talk is done. You round up your ass. No sleep till Brooklyn. The Rock kicks your ass.
Yeah, that was cool, man.
And that was really good.
I would have been sad if I was home, not there.
I know.
Because you felt the electricity.
Oh, yeah.
In the whole Barclays
Did
Center.
you hear Michael Cole's voice? He was like, you gotta be kidding me.
It was electric.
It was great. It was really good.
I'm one of those people that never gave The Rock 100% credit, but being there, it makes you be like, yeah, The Rock is the man.
Exactly.
It makes all you naysayers, including me, I never hated on him. He was never my favorite.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just spoiled with Hunter because I get him all the time.
Exactly. Oh man, I mean.
But if somebody like HBK showed up, I think I would shit on myself.
Oh wow, that's a little too graphic.
Because when I was like 7, 8 years old, HBK was number one.
Yeah, that was his generation back then.
When he came down with WrestleMania.
Oh, WrestleMania 12
from the top.
Oh yeah, in Anaheim.
I'll never forget that.
No, who can? You can relive that, by the way, on the WWE Network for just $9.99.
And we don't work for them.
But we remember that.
We just pay it because it's awesome.
Yeah, $9.99.
I wish they did that for other things.
Yeah. But anyway, enough of that. So now the next segment I'm going to go into is the second confrontation between Cena and Ambrose. And this one I thought was really funny. They're talking back and forth still, yada, yada, yada. And Ambrose brought up a point. What Cena did when he ditched Ambrose on Friday night. That Friday night before Monday, before that Raw. He goes, you think I didn't forget what you did? That you just up and left and chased Seth Rollins to the back. And you left me hanging high for dry. I got something for you. I'm going to get out of here. I'm getting hungry. I'm going to hop on the Q train. At the Coney Island.
At first, I thought he was asking John Cena on a date.
When
he's like, I'm kind of hungry.
He goes, I'm kind of hungry. Let me get out of here.
John Cena looked confused.
He's like, I'm gonna hop on the Q train, head to Coney Island, grab a hot dog, ride the Cyclone, check out the Wonderland. Good luck tonight. You just do it on Mike and Cena's face. And Cena look at him like, what are you talking about? And then you saw the actual video footage when he was 1 block away from the Barclays Center on 7th Avenue.
7th Avenue. Boom.
7th Avenue, and he's down there, and you saw the Q train coming in. I'm like, he actually got on the Q train. Did you see the people on the Q train? You were like,
yeah, people were like, what's going on?
They're like, what the? If you and I or anybody in the Barclays Center were on that Q train, we were like, that's
the funny thing. They know the fact that everyone that's a fan is watching at home or is there.
Exactly.
So there's no one that actually likes the product that's on the train at that time.
But could you imagine if any one of us were on that subway, on that car, on that train when Ambrose showed up there? We would be like, that's Dean Ambrose.
Or maybe people like me DVR and they see Dean Ambrose before they even get home to watch Raw.
Exactly.
They're like, oh shit, it's Dean Ambrose. I'm about to go watch Raw right now.
Exactly right.
On my DVR.
Oh man, I mean when he hopped on the Q train, he's actually going to Coney Island.
I saw a super bright shirt and I thought it was a John Cena shirt.
Oh wow.
Maybe just because I associate Fruity Pebble colors
to
John Cena.
Yeah, you could be right. And then we're going to go to the end of the night with the 3-on-1 hand. It would now turn into the 3-on-1 handicap match. Was the Authority, Orton, Rollins, and Kane versus Cena. It ended up in a disqualification. And you're probably saying to yourself, where's Ambrose? Where is Dean Ambrose?
I honestly thought The Rock was going to come back out and be like, I'll be your partner, The Rock! You know, like, I don't know. I had my expectations. I was like, oh, it would be amazing. I think I would have fainted.
Yeah, that would have been great.
If The Rock would have just been like, I'm here anyway. Let me put on my...
But then you heard Ambrose's music. I'm like, uh-oh, where is he? You saw him coming down the ramp with a hot dog cart.
Yeah.
That was classic. I mean, where did you get that from? People got it outside the Barclays Center and all that. They had it in the back somewhere. But JBL, being the dick that he was, he goes, he get that from Courys. How you take that on the subway and bring it back to the Barclays Center? He really he was creative that night, Dean Ambrose. He was really creative. I got to give him an A for that. He was really fun on that night.
Nothing topped The Rock.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Everything else was okay, but I wasn't excited about... I don't know. I had fun, don't get me wrong. But the last 2 times are so much awesomer, more awesome than this.
Yeah.
Because the last time before this, it was what? You saw Undertaker.
On my birthday.
On his birthday. The last time ever we're going to see Undertaker in Brooklyn is my prediction.
You might be right.
That's my prediction.
That's my prediction, too.
And we experienced that.
Yes.
And we had Brock Lesnar.
Yes.
Who barely is ever on television.
I know. And WWE is complaining about that. I'm going to go into that later. I'm going to give you a breaking.
The last 2 times, and the first time was the first time that Daniel Bryan was put into the main event.
Yeah,
picture.
in July 15th.
When everybody said, who do you want me to face at SummerSlam? Everyone said yes.
Yep.
And we were a part of it.
And we were a part of that. It was you, me, my boy Joe, Vanessa.
And Rosenberg was 4 rows ahead of me.
Oh, shit.
With a pink polo.
Oh, shit.
So he was very noticeable. A bald man with a pink polo.
Wow.
He was like, when Brock Lesnar was... The first time Brock Lesnar was fighting CM Punk, he was like in the front, like smacking the barricade. Like, wow. So that I feel like this, like I would have been upset if I was home and The Rock came. Yeah. I honestly would be upset.
But that's enough about Monday night, and we also included a couple of flashback memories. So that was that. That was our experience live in the Barclays Center last Monday night. Now we're gonna go into this Monday night.
This Monday night. What was the date of yesterday?
The 13th. Columbus Day.
Columbus Day, that's right.
This one was getting a little bit better because you're leading up to Hell in a Cell in 2 weeks in Dallas. And,
let's get to the good stuff, man.
Again, you had the Authority make an epic main event, which was supposed to be at Hell in a Cell. Cena versus Ambrose.
They really promoted it as Monday Night Raw is getting an event from Hell in the Cell pay-per-view.
Exactly.
They really promoted it.
They really did. And they did a good job. It was a contract on a pole.
Which I agree.
Polls, barred,
I feel like having
no
2 matches from the same guy in the same pay-per-view is too exhausting, Getting it all out the way and then knowing who the opponents are in advance gets us mentally ready.
So it sounds like you're not going to see a WWE World Title match.
So that brings my point, Corey. Your big prediction
was wrong.
Was completely
wrong.
Hoggy wash.
It was wrong.
And the best thing that I can say that you were right in was that there's 2 Hell in the Cell matches.
Yeah,
that is for sure happening.
Yeah, that I was really right
I wish
about.
there was at least most of the matches.
Except for the Divas, because the Divas can't go in the Hell in a Cell.
I would love Nikki Bella versus her sister. Brie.
But I'm going to go into all that in a little bit. I'm going to give you matches that were just announced for Hell in a Cell in a little bit. But let's get to this Monday night first. It was made. Cena versus Ambrose. Contract on a pole. No holds barred. No disqualification. The winner gets Ambrose inside the cell. The loser would get Orton inside the cell.
And Orton, with his new t-shirt, came and made a point that either way, he's going to be in the main event. If it's John Cena or if it's Dean Ambrose. Either way, he's going to outshine either match.
Yeah, so we found out Monday night again to Raw. that we had Ambrose winning the match in clever fashion, by the way. And how Cena was distracted with the rest of the Authority, and Ambrose just climbed the rope, climbed the pole, and he was just sitting there with the contract. He was like, and he was mimicking John Cena, and Cena tried to run, and Ambrose just went, yank, got the contract on the pole.
You can't see me, Cena.
So that was a good way to end Monday Night Raw. There wasn't really much to talk about Monday
What I
night.
must say about this newest Raw is the Wyatt family is
going solo.
Is going very, like you said, solo, but I feel like they're like restarting and coming back stronger.
But they're going to go solo. They are going to go solo.
And what's up with the woman that's birthing a child?
Yeah,
what's up with that?
Yeah, who is that?
I can't crack that code.
Yeah,
what's up with that? It's like a woman with a baby. And the only thing I could think of is this rebirth of the Wyatt family.
That could be it. Or it could be a new diva that's going to be with the Wyatt family. You might see...
I would love that so
much. Here's what you're probably going to see.
Here's what you're going to see.
Here's what you're going to see. You're going to see it happen. I'm predicting this right now. You heard it right here tonight on this show. A female will be part of the Wyatt family. It's going to be a new diva that's going to be part of the Wyatt family.
There's a woman in TNA that's named Havoc. She should be in the Wyatt family.
That might be her. You don't know that.
She's the TNA champion right now.
They might have her drop the belt.
I forgot to mention she beat Gail Kim for the TNA champion.
But whoever this woman is, I'm curious to find out.
Oh man, that's so cool. They need a woman in there.
Yeah, they do.
Seriously.
They really do. They really do.
Because the Divas division is growing right now.
Yeah.
And they need to take advantage. By the way, the Total Divas stuff is like ridiculous.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go into that part. But then the next part, I think this should be the last part on Raw from this Monday night that I'm going to go into is, again, with the Rusev segment. With the Big Show. And this is really building up to be a feud. And I really, really do think Big Show will beat Rusev at Hell in a Cell. If it does get made. And I think it will be made later on this week. By tomorrow, you're going to see it made. Rusev versus Big Show. Inside the cell. It will be a Hell.
So you're saying there's 3 matches?
There's going to be 3 Hell in the Cells.
Well, what else from Raw that you could think of that's even worth mentioning? This newest Raw. Columbus Day Raw.
Not much. I mean...
That all, like...
That was about it. I mean, there was really not much to talk about.
So, the main event for Hell in the Cell...
So...
I'm assuming that John Cena and Randy Orton will be second to last?
Yes, because, the main event will be Ambrose versus Rollins.
Which it should be. Ambrose versus Rollins. Because that's going to be a better match. Because Randy's good, but John Cena not so much.
But they should have raised the stakes up a little bit.
Yeah.
So now we're going to go...
Maybe there's time to.
No, but now we're going to go... Since we talked briefly about this past Monday night, let's go into what we think is going to happen at Hell in a Cell preview.
Predictions.
Here's what I think should happen at Hell in a Cell. Number 1, Orton is going to be John Cena. Number 2, they should raise the stakes of the Ambrose-Rollins match. You want to know how? Put the money in the bank.
That's exactly what I was thinking in my brain the other day, but I didn't say it.
Put the money in the bank briefcase on the line.
But how devastating would it be if Seth lost it?
Because what are you going to have? 2 heels going against one another for the title? No. You need a good guy and a bad guy. So I think what they should do is Ambrose Rollins, winner, gets the Money in the Bank briefcase for a WWE World title shot down the road. That's the stakes they should raise it to. And that would make it more compelling.
That would be cool.
It would be more compelling.
I'll be with it.
It would be more compelling.
Or, just to stretch things out, this match happens the way it's said, then the next pay-per-view. I'm assuming Dean wins the Hell in the Cell.
Okay.
Then he says, let's put the Money in the Bank on the line since I beat you already.
Put it on a Survivor Series.
Yes. I'm assuming that makes more money for W. You know what I'm saying?
Put it on at a big pay-per-view.
Yeah,
this
because
is
already the sell it's its own thing.
Right, yes.
To dilute it with how, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
Like the next pay-per-view, your idea would be awesome.
It would be.
Because that will concentrate it. It's about that, you know? It's not about the sell. It's about that. The match is going to be just a match, but it has high stakes.
Yes, and that's what you need to do. We're going to see what happens. I mean, it'd be interesting to see. And another preview for Hell in a Cell is this was just made today. 2 matches were just made today. You're finally going to see the Bellas go at it. Nikki and Brie. You're finally going to see it happen.
Because it feels premature.
You're going to see it happen.
I have mixed feelings.
I got the breaking text message alert this afternoon on my way here. Bellas, Nikki and Brie are going to go at it. Sheamus and The Miz for the United States title.
I'm not too excited, but...
Yep, that's what's going to happen. Yep, that's what's going to happen. And then I'm sure you're going to see more matches being made.
One thing I didn't say is Vince McMahon declared that nobody on Total Divas can have the Divas Championship.
Why not?
Because it conflicts with the timeline.
Are you shitting me?
Think of it. Makes sense because they film it so late and then they play it and then they always want to do something that has to do with the episode on Raw.
Yeah, I've been noticing
So
that.
if you have the belt, it's confusing to just the Total Divas.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You got a point there. You got a point there.
So that's why Vince declared that no one on Total Divas can have the Divas Championship.
Yeah, you got a point there.
So pretty much AJ and Paige, that's the only reason it's been switching because there's so much people on Total Divas.
Yeah, you're going to see it. I expect Ziggler Cesaro to be made probably by tomorrow. I expect that.
I'm gonna say something bold.
Oh boy.
Who cares about the Intercontinental picture right now? Because Dolph Ziggler's a good worker. He does good matches, does good spots. But I don't care. I feel like there's no stakes involved.
I say if Cesaro wins the IC title, it's gonna get.
And Cesaro's not a charming guy to me. He's like great in the ring, awesome new innovative things in ring wise. But those are things that you prove after you already establish yourself.
But I still
need to work on your character.
I still think Cesaro will be a better Intercontinental champion than Ziggler.
I disagree.
Yes, you can disagree with me all you want. I can care less.
You know what? They probably be about the same. You know why? Because Ziggler ain't doing it right now.
No. Cesaro will do it.
Ziggler is too like.
Cesaro was a better United States champion.
Well, I wasn't aware of that.
He was a pretty good reign of U.S. champion. You're telling me, hey, he won't hold that IC title for a while? You gotta be shitting me.
No, I'm sure he will be in the ring. Awesome, but I'm saying the writers of the show won't have anything for Cesaro. Is what I'm saying.
We'll see.
It's not that. I feel like he doesn't have his overall package ready to be superstar.
We'll see. And I think you're going to see one more match being made tomorrow, maybe. I'll probably get the message alert later on tomorrow.
So,
tag team titles.
Oh, the thing that I have to mention, I even posted on Facebook, the RKO given to Dolph Ziggler on Monday Night Raw. He flinged them up in the air.
That was sick.
And dropped them with the RKO.
That was sick.
I heard that it's trending all over. And people are posting.
Did you see the Vine? Did you see? We're gonna go into this in a little bit. There's something I want to tell you about it. But the last Hell in a Cell match I want to go into that I think that's going to be made, like I said, is the tag team titles.
I feel so about that.
But it's going to be against a new tag team, though.
Who's this tag team?
Big Show, Mark Henry. Big Show, Mark Henry. You mean to tell me you will not want to see them as tag team champions? An indestructible force in WWE.
Do you want to hear the truth?
Oh, here we go.
Big schlubs that move slow like molasses, not wearing their glasses. They big schlubs that just do the same old moves all the time.
Give them a shot at the titles, and I think you're going to see it at Hell in a Cell.
They're supposed to be baby faces, and
you're going to see it at Hell in a Cell. I'm predicting it.
That's fine. You can be correct, but I feel the way I feel that they're not as interesting as they want to be.
Yeah, we'll see.
They're not like Stardust that jumps on top of the barricade and stares at people.
Yeah, we'll see.
Magical. He's magical, man.
But that's it. That was Raw on Columbus Day review, Hell in a Cell predictions, and preview for 2 weeks in Dallas.
That was pretty much everything. But one thing I want to add is, do you want to bring up any news or anything you think, just in WWE news period, like anything, any direction you think the network? What I did read was that they're going to add more commercials to the WWE network.
Oh, God.
Like in between.
Oh, God.
So that's kind of annoying. I got an email, and then I looked up exactly what it's intended to be. Also, and it's not so fun.
Also tonight, catch a new episode of the Monday Night Wars.
That's correct, sir. And it's about the cruiserweights.
About the cruiserweights and how they got mistreated.
Including Jericho, Rey Mysterio, Chris Benoit,
Dean
Malenko. The list goes on and on.
I think Ultimo Dragon was part of it. Whoever was a cruiserweight in WCW. Watch the Monday Night Wars airing tonight, I think at 9 o'clock, 8 Central, only on the WWE Network, which, by the way, you can get for $9.99.
And what's cool is the shirt that says $9.99 is $9.99. And the song is awesome. I'm sorry. I feel like a little kid. $9.99.
But anyway, enough of the fun and games here.
On your TV.
But, like I said, Monday Night Wars tonight, airing I think about 9, 8 Central on the WWE Network. You can relive any other moments from past Raws. You can also do that. We will have the 15th episode of SmackDown, past memories and all that.
What I must say is, not a prediction, but maybe it can happen. Randy Orton does win in the Hell in a Cell against John Cena. But it's Brock Lesnar that comes and gives him an F5 to John Cena. And Randy Orton takes advantage.
And then my prediction is still true then. Then my prediction could be still true then. If Lesnar, you say, does show up at Hell in a Cell and does what you think he might do, and Orton, let's say, does that to Lesnar and knocks him out to a point where he can't, he's out cold, how much you want to bet you're going to see Seth Rollins? My prediction's still on the line. You're still going to see it.
So that means that would have to be the second match,
You'll still see it. If that's true. You heard it here first.
Chris Courys still predicting that Seth Rollins will be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion by the end of the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. This is what this guy is saying.
Yep.
What do you guys think, man?
Hashtag yes for Corey. Hashtag yes for Caldero, if you believe either one of us. Or you can go hashtag no Corey or hashtag yes Caldero again, if you believe it. But that's about it.
That all, man.
So
thanks for joining us. Thank you, Chris Corey, for coming. And Hell in a Cell seems like maybe not a lot's on the line, but the matches sound great. It sounds like 2 Hell in a Cells sound awesome. And everyone involved in the match, Cena,
yeah.
But everyone else are great, ring competitors.
Exactly. So,
and you're gonna have at least 2 good main events.
Yeah, or possibly 3.
This guy over here.
I'm still leaning towards it. You'll see.
So,
let's close it out, ladies and gentlemen. Catch us next week, same time, same place, same YouTube channel. Watch the podcast on YouTube. I am the future, and this is Mr. A.S. Caldero. We are signing off. See you later.
Keep it real.
And keep it raw.
And keep it raw. I wonder if I touched the sky, would you care for me? What now? I'm on the ground, barefooted, film me in my shoes. Rare footage for the world, I'ma bleed till I'm all covered. Reaching, hands all leaky. Lord, I just wanna live through the speakers. Nieces, fresh off the bleachers. Jesus, reaching to God, I might reach him. Billing, highway to heaven, kill him. Get to the top, I don't feel a thing. Not a goddamn thing. Sin, I'm knocking the gates, I want in.
I'm reaching, but I only made it to cloud 9. I'm dreaming, but it's only of a better high. Coge mis manos, mi trippy lado. Con mi gente fumamos, pásalo pa'l lado. I'm reaching, but I only made it to cloud 9. I'm dreaming, but it's only of a better high. Coge mis manos, mi trippy lado. Con mi gente fumamos, pásalo pa'l lado. Ey, pásalo pa'l lado. Mezcaldero, vamos a subirte otro grado. Puerto Rico blood, still Brooklyn, show me love. Coney Island, born and raised, nothing can keep me awake. Been reaching up to the sky, just waiting to know why. Corruption all on my ground, yet they want the easy way out. That shit just makes me sick. I'm reaching, hoping for some better days. Hold my head up straight. I'm reaching, but I only made it to cloud 9. I'm dreaming, but it's only of a better high. Coge mis manos, mi trippy lado. Con mi gente fumamos, pásalo pa'l lado. I'm reaching, but I only made it to cloud 9. I'm dreaming, but it's only of a better high. Coge mis manos, mi trippy lado. Con mi gente fumamos, pásalo pa'l lado. Day after day, still reaching for the stars. Bars after bars, I'ma always feel the beat coming from inside my heart and pumping in my veins. There's no such thing as defeat. I'ma keep this thing going till the day I'm slain. Till the day my body and my soul decide to go their separate ways. You'll see me reaching up towards your way. Cuando tocábamos encima por las manos. I'm reaching, but I only made it to cloud 9. I'm dreaming, but it's only of a better high. Coge mis manos, mi trippy lado. Con mi gente fumamos, pásalo pa'l lado. I'm reaching, but I only made it to cloud 9. I'm dreaming, but it's only of a better high. Coge mis manos, mi trippy lado. Con mi gente fumamos, pásalo pa'l lado.